Inside
your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
Hi, hello, welcome to this video. It is probably the very first video of 2024 that I will have uploaded on this channel, especially after I took December off. So, hello, welcome back. Yes, I am still here. I just took some time off to reset going into the new year, and here I am, and we are talking about goals today. Specifically, we are talking about last year's goals 2023. So I pulled out the 2023 planner where I created all of those set goals. And the way I decided to do this, because I thought it would be more fun, is to go back and watch through that video where I told you guys here on YouTube what goals I was setting for 2023. So, interestingly enough, I just sat down to film this. I have not pre-watched any of that video. I haven't watched it probably since I recorded and uploaded it last year. And weirdly enough, I am pretty much in the exact same outfit. So, very apt, but we'll see how this goes. So, let's jump into the video. Let me go ahead, share my screen over here. And actually, let me put myself down here. Let's watch. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the video. Today, we are talking about goal setting for 2023. Oh my gosh, intro. My name is Amy Prokopis, and I am a young adult author of novels like the young adult science fiction novel, The Arena, and the young adult fantasy romance, Guardians of the Sixth Gate. That's weird. I only have Welcome to my channel. Something that I should mention, just because I love them, is that I use SMART goals. So if you don't know what SMART goals are, I'm going to put them up on the screen so you can see and read through them. So for every goal I mention in this video, I will also be setting a SMART goal for. That way I can better track my progress and I have those little steps to achieve the big goal. So I'm not going to include what those SMART goals look like for every single goal because I think that would be too long of a video, but know that that is the next step and it's a great formula to help you achieve all of your goals. All right. Just quick pause. I fell away from that very quick, actually. I did formally set those SMART goals, which are like the steps to achieving that goal I set for 2023. However, I did not follow them very closely, and I think it's because I did not have that in front of me at all times. So, actually, during this year, I went through and I developed more in-depth tracking pages for all things like expenses, my royalty rates, Patreon, my social media accounts. I created pages a couple months ago to track all of those things, and goals are included on that. So I think now I'll do a better job sticking to the actual plan for those goals because I should have them right in front of me from now on. Now that I have established that and I've told you what this all is about, let's get into it with my goals.
Just in case you were wondering, I am a happy planner lover.
I'm still a happy planner lover.
I use
I've already ordered
calendar, of
2024.
course, but also handwriting my week and at all the events and my goals really helps to like solidify it in my brain. So I have written down my goals for this year in the very front of this planner for 2023.
Yep,
and
that
we
was
are going
before
to
the
chat
planner
about
pages.
them now, and I will make sure to put them on the screen so you guys can follow along.
In 2023, I want to publish 3 books. Those 3 books are Shade of the Shadowlands, which is the second in the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series. The third book of that series. Also, I have not announced the title for it. And then there's Winter Witches, which is my fake dating winter romance that I've been writing through December. So those are the 3 books that I want to publish in 2023. I think I can do 3.
Yes, you
I've been
can.
drafting them out and writing them super easily. And I've already edited Shade of the Shadowlands. I just did that in December, and I came away with just a couple of things I wanted to change. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling better about my process of going about writing and publishing. I'm getting quicker at it. So I think I can do 3 in 2023.
All right. So I did publish 3 books in 2023, and they were the exact ones that I just said in this video. And yes, I definitely feel a lot better now about the publishing process than I did even when I recorded this video, because I now have a template to a degree that I follow for most of my releases. And then I customize that template in places based on genre and the market, the whatever I'm doing marketing wise, I can better get that to the people it belongs with. So yes, I did all 3 of those. So yes, I accomplished that goal. Very proud of myself also.
Next on the list is writing. I obviously have to write the books I'm publishing. I want to write 2 books in like draft 1 of 2 books in 2023. I have not fully written the 3rd book for Guardians of the Sixth Gate. I need to write that one. Also, in December of next year, I want to write the 2nd book for the Winter Witches trilogy. I think there's going to be 3. They follow the 3 Sinclair sisters. So if you've been reading that book over on my Patreon, where it is available in its entirety right now, then you already know that the main character, Madison Sinclair, is the eldest of 3 girls. So this next book that I'll write in December will be about Margot, which is the middle sister. So I'm going to write those 2 books so that I can be on my publishing timeline going into also 2024.
Okay. So, yes, I wrote 2 books, but they were not those books specifically. Really, I've actually written more like 2.5 in 2023. So I wrote Mistress of Shadows, book 3 in the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series. I also wrote the vampire romance series this fall. Not the whole series, the book, the first one in this series. I wrote that entire book this fall, and I had not decided to jump into that when I was recording this video. That was a project that kind of came along later, and I have not at all, because I took December off and I've been writing like at a snail's pace recently. I have not written but maybe 3 chapters of Margot's book, that 2nd winter romance book. So I've written more, I would say, than I set this goal for. So yes, I hit the goal, but I wrote different books than what I had originally planned for.
Something I've been meaning to do for a long time and didn't want to actually start until I was in the new year is starting an LLC.
I did that.
Probably should have done that when I first started publishing. It was advice that I got from another author as well. So I'm here to tell you now, maybe you should go ahead and do that. It's easier to keep your finances separate. It's also easier to file tax information. So I'm going to start an LLC. That's actually the very first thing on my checklist. So I think that I will start that process in the next couple of weeks even.
I actually smashed
I also
it.
want to double my income from writing. So obviously I'm still...
Whew. All right, 2023, Amy, let me stop you right there, because you did not double your income from writing. You did raise your income by a lot, but it was because in 2023, I pared down a lot of things. So I went through all of my expenses and I took a look at what was working for me. I went real deep into my analytics and all of my sales information. And I figured out really fast that some of the things that I was paying for marketing wise were not paying out for me specifically. Do I think that they were really good services? Absolutely. They were amazing. But for me and my platform especially at that time in 2023, and even still now, it was not worth the money I was putting in to get, I wasn't reaping the rewards. So my expenses were eating away at a lot of my income. And so I have not doubled my income, but I have increased it a ton. Especially recently, I would say it is double what I was bringing in per month. So in some ways, it depends on how you look at it. In some ways, I've doubled the amount that I'm making from writing. However, it is not take home because a lot of that was going to my expenses for business. And now that I have established some business practices and I've established some more cost efficient things, and I've just gotten more business savvy, and I've learned a lot of skills, so I can do a certain amount by myself now, so I don't have to pay it all for certain services. I've been able to reduce my publishing expenses by a lot. So now, yes, I would say now I have doubled my income per month. If that makes sense.
A school counselor. I have my day job, so I have that full-time income, and writing is something that I'm doing on the side. It's not even the right word for it. It's what I would love to do full-time, and it's what I'm working towards, but it is not my full-time income. So I want to double what I made in 2022. I think that that's very possible because I'm going to be publishing more books. I'm going to have 3 out this year. I also will still be earning income off of the previous ones. And I have some neat projects in the works that I'm hoping will boost my sales as well. So I think that it is doable to double my income. I'm not going to release like official numbers from that. So you'll have to see in the future if I'm able to accomplish that one or not. But I say, let's go ahead and put it down. Double our income. That's what we're going to do. I want in 2023, 500 subscribers on this YouTube channel. That feels like a really lofty goal. Future Amy may be screaming right now at me.
A little bit.
We'll find out. 500 subscribers sounds like a lot. It is a whole lot. I don't know that I can gain that many. I would love to because I'm having a whole lot of fun on this channel, not just showing the writing process and everything work-wise with you guys, but connecting with you. I'm also having a lot of fun with some of the fun videos that I put together and put out on Wednesdays. So I am going to work towards a goal of hitting 500 YouTube subscribers, but I feel a little like that it might be too big of a goal.
So it was a tad bit of too big of a goal, but I'm glad I set it really high. So I will say I have increased my outreach a lot, and my videos, and especially my YouTube shorts, which is something I was not doing at all in 2023 early on, and I started doing in the last few months more consistently. The videos that I'm putting out on YouTube, especially shorts, they are reaching very far now compared to that point in 2023. Did I hit 500 subscribers? No. When I recorded that video on January 1st, I had 96 YouTube subscribers. Now, and right now it is a little bit before the new year that I am actually recording this video. It's actually December 17th. So I could be giving these numbers a little bit prematurely, but as of today, December 17th, 2023, I am at 269 subscribers. So no, I did not get to that magic 500 number, but I am consistently growing. Shorts especially have made a big difference for me in my platform. So that is something I plan to continue doing and hopefully growing consistently the way I have been able to as of the last couple of months.
I am also going to work towards 2,000 followers on TikTok. That one I think is more achievable. I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok in like over the course of just a handful of months
That
after
is
I started publishing. So by the end of the summer, I was at 1,000 and
Mhm.
over, and I am seeing a lot of growth right now as well. So I think I can hit 2,000 in this coming year. So we're going to keep our goal at 2,000 TikTok not
Kind of.
subscribers, TikTok followers.
All right. So I did not hit that goal either. I think had I not gone on hiatus in December, especially, but if I had done some things differently in the fall when I was super, super busy, then maybe I'd be closer. I still don't think I would quite have made it to 2,000 by the new year. So at the beginning of 2023, on January 1st, I was at 1,158 subscribers. Right now, December 17th, 2023, I am sitting at 1,662 followers. So I have grown quite a bit, but I will say now, like things have changed in the days of TikTok right now versus in the summer when I really was gaining like 10 followers at least a day. The growth now has slowed down a bit for me. I really enjoy the platform, and that is where I get some of the most engagement. That is where I can tell that when I post a really good TikTok, that is when my sales also increase around that same time. So TikTok is I would say the best platform for me and my branding and my author platform that I am on. And it is actually the one I think I enjoy the most also, aside from YouTube. I love YouTube. So I definitely am gonna do some things a little different with TikTok in the future. I did not hit 2,000 subscriber or followers, but hopefully I'll be able to grow a bit more going into 2024.
For 2023. I would like to have 600 followers on Instagram.
Nope.
I feel like I set this one kind of low compared to my other social media accounts,
What?
but I did that because my Instagram grows really, really slow. So
That was not as low as you could have
yeah,
gone, girl. Could
not
have gone lower.
not super big. But I would like 600 followers on Instagram. I think that would be a great start. More people to share my books with, get them out there, and to connect with. So if you're not already following me on all of those social media accounts, go and do that now because I post fun stuff there all the time.
Holy moly. So, to say that was like a really low goal, I should have gone lower. Instagram definitely is my slowest growing platform. I think I have kind of figured out a little bit more recently how to approach that platform. But now that Instagram has yet again updated and their algorithm is it's just not working for me. And I think I've figured out I'm staying on Instagram. Don't think I'm going anywhere. And I'm still going to try and grow my following there because I like stories. I like to interact in stories and in the comments. But as far as my content and actually getting posts out there, reels are the only thing that do well for me. And I'm okay with that because that's similar to TikTok. And I love that kind of short form content. And a lot of the world has moved away from like the still photos. However, my community is just not there. It's just not fully on Instagram. I think it's mostly on TikTok. And so most of my positive interactions and where I feel most creative happens over on TikTok. So, yes, I will still continue to be in Instagram, but no, I definitely did not hit 600 followers. When on January 1st, 2023, I was at 346 followers on Instagram. I am now, as of right now, December 17th, I am at 563 followers. So I did grow a ton. And now that I'm actually saying those numbers aloud and looking at them, I think I've grown a lot more than I thought at first. Okay, maybe I take maybe I'm like backpedaling a little bit because that's pretty good. I'm really close to 600. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me. help me get to that 600 mark. Maybe I can somehow miraculously get a bunch of you guys and at the new year be at 600 and check this goal off also. But as of right now, did not happen. Not checking that goal off. And you know what? That's okay. Oh boy.
This next one is a goal that I have set for at least 3 years, and I've never quite hit it, but I set it every year anyway.
Nope.
If you do the Goodreads reading
me come
challenge,
over
you
here.
already know this is the Goodreads reading challenge. So essentially, it's on Goodreads, you can track what books you read in a calendar year, and you can set a
Nope.
goal for yourself there.
Nope.
I always
All right. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to jump on ahead because I don't really want to hear myself talk about this project anymore because let me just say it. I gave myself a lot of grief for not reading enough. And I learned one of the lessons that I learned in 2023 is that I do not give myself enough space to relax. I was not giving myself enough space to unwind. I got to a point in 2023 where just about every minute of my day, and when I say that, I mean it pretty literally, every hour of my day was scheduled out. It had a purpose on the calendar and it was way too much. So I backpedaled. I took a step back from the Goodreads challenge and I actually stopped tracking in my planner the reading I was doing. And I was just reading when I had a minute to do it and when it felt right. So I set that goal and I had been for several years. And I am not going to be setting a reading goal anymore because I want to reduce the amount of pressure that I put on myself as much as I can for 2024. So, I was planning to read 50 books for 2023 and I have read a whopping 16 as of right now, and I may finish Iron Flame very soon. So I may be at 17 going into the new year. And I am okay with that because I was giving myself way too much grief for not reaching this. I was telling myself reading makes you a better writer. And that is true. That's true. But I was doing it to such a degree that I felt like reading was not as much fun as it should have been. I still really enjoyed it and it was like unwinding to me, but trying to cram it in to my schedule and then being upset when I couldn't was too much. So, not doing that anymore. Nope. Did not meet that goal. Moving on.
that journey. My last goal is a running goal, so more of a personal thing for me.
Nope.
I have run 3 half marathons.
I have.
A half marathon is 13.1 miles. I love running and I've never run a full marathon to know, but I think the half marathon might be my favorite distance to race.
Yeah,
So
probably.
I would like to run another half marathon. I want to run my 4th one in 2023.
Okay. This one makes me a little upset, and here's why. I set that goal and I was on I had a whole plan and I was on the path training wise. I do love running and I like the half marathon. I really like the half marathon. I love training for it. I would say maybe even more than the actual event. I love that lead up and then being able to at the end go, well, now what? Now what do I do? I really enjoy that. But running grew further and further and further from my routine because of kind of going back to that reading goal because of all the pressure I was putting myself on and because of changes with my job. So my job, it's the same job, but we had half of our department leave and a lot of what was left fell on the shoulders of those of us who are left because we did not hire we didn't fill those positions until very late in the game. So late in the game that we had already done their half of the work. I say that they came in and they still had a ton to do because that's just the way that this job is. There's always more than there should be, honestly. And it took a gigantic toll on me this fall. And so I haven't run in like months. And I mean that. I haven't even gone on like a brisk walk just for myself. So this one frustrates me because I was on a good track, but I fell off very quick as the summer happened and I had to start doing extra work and I had to adjust so much of my schedule to such a degree that all of a sudden, like I said, I was trying to do way too many things. And suddenly every hour of my day was planned out and it was way too much. So, I am hopeful that I can get back to that, but I am not going to stress myself about running and setting a goal. Running is going to be different in 2024, and you will see how when we get to that in the 2024 goals setting video. And I think that's doable. There's one hosted in my hometown, that area. Recording
Skip on
public school
by.
on my game. 23 goals. I'm super excited
We're
to
done.
start tackling them. I am right away, of course, going into 2023.
Oh man.
I just finished editing my first round of editing for Shade of the Shadowlands.
Oh
That
wow.
will be out in the spring. So I'm moving into the publication process for that and the outlining process for the third book, which I have not released a title yet for. And of course, I've been writing on Winter Witches all of December. So all I have to do to publish that one is to edit that in the fall so that I can have it released late fall for the winter season. So I feel like I'm in a really good place. I think most of those goals are easily achievable. There's a couple, like the YouTube goal.
Holy moly.
500 YouTube subscribers is a lot. So there's only a couple that I'm a little bit nervous about actually achieving.
Girl, you
But
should have been a
otherwise,
lot
I
more
feel
nervous.
really energized to get started and
Oh my gosh.
try it. And yeah, it should be good. So those were my 2023 goals.
Holy
Thanks
moly.
for coming along.
Okay, let's just pop over here. Holy moly. So 2023 has not been a great year for me. And it's not just, I think that had the state of my life looked like what it did in December and January at this point in that video in 2023, everything was on track to hit a lot of those goals. Some of those social media goals I should have lowered by a lot. But life happens, things go crazy and nuts, and we have to adjust and pivot. And for me, it meant losing some of those goals completely, like the running and stuff. So it is what it is. I have spent a lot of time reflecting this last month. And so I was a little bitter at the beginning because it was all stuff that was out of my control. I could not fix it. I mean, I could, but it would have meant me losing a whole lot of sleep. And I was already I was not sleeping well to begin with. So it's not worth it, is what I'm saying. I needed to take a step back for myself, do myself some justice for once, and be nicer to myself. So that's what I did. And it just wasn't my year. So 2024 is a year of change for me. So lots of things are going to be different. You'll see that in the 2024 goals video. But for now, thank you guys for watching this one with me and sticking with me through all of it. For those of you who've been there with me since 2023, thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Leave a comment below if you remember watching that video a year ago. And I hope you guys have a really great 2024 as well. And you are able to accomplish everything you set out to do, and that you guys give yourself a break and do yourself some justice also. Yes, I like that. Maybe that's going to be my word of the year. Do myself some justice, because I don't stand up for myself often enough. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Click the link below for all of my social media accounts. Go follow them. Help me towards some of those future goals in 2024. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.